Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to my new podcast, Brick Bites. Lego Brick, your host, and today we have a co-host. It is Arc 101 Bricks. Welcome.
Yo, what's up?
So this podcast was actually Arc 101 Bricks' idea, and I thought it was an awesome idea. It should be on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to your podcast, as well as YouTube. So audio, visual, whatever you want to do. And Arc Bricks is going to be our co-host for probably the next podcast episodes. If you want to try co-hosting, I'll totally bring you on. We'll see which people have the best chemistry. I have the best chemistry with, but Arc Bricks is really, really awesome. So I think he's going to definitely host at least like 3 or 4 podcasts at the minimum. So today we were going to talk a little bit about. It's almost Halloween. This will be dropping on the 24th, and so that means 6 days till Halloween. So let's jump right in. We're going to start off with our favorite Lego Halloween minifigure. Do you have a favorite?
Okay.
Do you have a favorite figure?
I don't know. I really liked all of them from that one CMF series that they did just for like Halloween figures and stuff.
Yeah.
That was they had like really cool molds and then nice prints. So.
Yeah, I think that was series 14. That was a really cool series. That would probably be one of my favorites. My profile picture over on Instagram is the skeleton, which I believe is from that figure from that series.
Doesn't it have sidearm printing?
Yeah, it does. It does, which is super cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I think there was another series, maybe series 16. Another good figure. I like the little like kid. He's like a devil.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he has like a little pumpkin thing. So that was awesome. Cool. I'm not a big fan of like all the like zombies and stuff. Like I just never have a place to put them in like my Lego City stuff, I guess. But
I mean I kind of like all the zombie stuff, but since it's because I think that since they're like so toned down, they're not cool. Like if you could have one with like special parts or like a little bit of like blood on the shirt or something, that'd be really cool. But for now, they're just kind of bland.
Yeah, I agree. They're not too like zombie. They're just kind of, I don't know. Well, it is a kid's toy, so. I mean,
yeah, obviously.
We got that. So I know for me personally, for Halloween one year, I actually dressed up as like a literal Lego brick, and this has nothing to do with my name or anything, but I like it was a cardboard box, and then we would take these.
It was self-made.
Yeah, it was self-made. We took a giant like giant cardboard box and took like cottage cheese containers and made like a 2x6 or 2x3 and then spray painted it all blue.
Oh, that's cool. Just like the TMF figure.
Yeah. So that was really cool. It was pretty uncomfortable, to be honest. It was not fun to wear, but it looked cool. Did you ever dress up as like, I know they're kind of after when I was a little kid, like, and was really dressing up for Halloween, they started coming out with like more like Lego figure costume type things.
Yeah.
Did you ever do any of that, or like a Star Wars character or anything?
Well, like, what was it? When I was really little, what kind of got me into Star Wars was Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So one year I dressed up as Captain Rex, and then I think another year I might have dressed up as Anakin. I can't remember. Yeah, I definitely haven't dressed up as any like Lego related things.
Yeah, but that sounds cool. Do you have any plans this year for like dressing up at all?
No, not really. And with all that's going on, I'm probably not going to be out either. I'll just probably stay home and like watch something and eat candy.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I don't know if there'll be as many people really out trick or treating this year. as usual. Halloween costumes. To me, I've always loved Halloween costumes, but I always think it's interesting because you spend like $50 on a Halloween costume and then you wear it once. And a lot of the costumes. What were you saying?
Yeah. No, yeah, that, like, people say, oh, Halloween is free, but technically it's not. You have to pay $40 for an overpriced costume most of the time.
Yeah. It's kind of insane. And a lot of like Star Wars costumes are like kind of lame. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I guess if you're just like a kid or something, but like the stormtroopers and stuff, they're just like, I feel like you could get, I don't know, I wish that you got a better costume for the price or something.
Yeah, they're definitely overpriced. Like, I think one year my sister dressed up as like Ray or something, and that's just like fabric. Like, it's not even like a mask or anything, and it was like $40-something. It's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Okay, so I have to tell you, and I didn't include this in the script, I forgot. Or not the script, the outline, I forgot. Mm-hmm. But this year I am making I'm carving a pumpkin, and it's gonna be a Baby Yoda pumpkin. It's pretty cool. I gotta tell you, it's really cool. I'm excited about it. It's gonna turn out awesome. Have you ever made any fun? Have you ever carved pumpkins before?
No, I haven't done it before, because usually, like, we make plans to, but, like, right when it gets to Halloween, we just, like, never do it.
I feel that. Yeah. I've definitely done that before. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then getting back to Lego.
Sorry, what did you say?
Getting back to Lego, let's talk about scary / Halloween themes that have happened over the years.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay, so the first one's Ghostbusters. So that one was really short-lived, but what did you think of it?
I never actually had a Ghostbusters set, but I remember because when they were out, I don't know, I wasn't super into Ghostbusters. I'm not a huge Ghostbuster fan overall, but definitely I wasn't like very into them when they were coming out. But I remember thinking I think it was the Firehouse, like the Firehouse headquarters. I thought that was a super cool set, and I still do. I think that's a really, really cool set.
Yeah, that's a really nice detailed set, and it's like one of the only like good giant Lego sets with a good interior inside.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like even the like the creator expert sets. I don't think they have the like level of detail, and they're not as big, or like it like folds open if I remember correctly, which is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I remember when the Ghostbusters set started coming out. I think it was when the 2016 movie came out, like the female version.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought, like, the set was actually pretty cool. Although the movie wasn't that great, I thought the sets were really cool. But, like, now looking in retrospect, for the price, they were, like, not that great. And then they came with some exclusives and stuff. But I could definitely see why Lego stopped producing sets for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the prices, but I do remember that they were definitely pretty expensive. And there weren't that many of them, right? Like, I'm remembering...
Yeah.
Like, there was the Firehouse, and then there was, like, the Ecto, their, like, little car.
Mm-hmm.
And were there any other sets? I can look it up.
I think there was a Brickheadz and the Lego Dimensions, and I think that was it.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Dang, yeah. So it was definitely super short-lived. Another, like, Lego theme that was, I think, a little bit more recent was the Lego Scooby-Doo theme. What did you think of those?
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of Scooby-Doo at all. Like, I know a lot of people have, like, a lot of nostalgia for it, but I really don't. So I didn't even like pick up any of the sets. Now I know that some of them go for like some good prices, but overall I think Lego just kind of like they put out all the good sets they could, and then after that they just kind of gave up.
Yeah, and I think like I am a big Scooby-Doo fan. Like I watched this all as a kid, so I loved
Mhm.
them. But I feel like, and I never had any of these sets, but if I feel like the only set that I would like really really want would be the Mystery Machine, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's the only set that most people want because like that's the iconic
It's so
thing, and then
iconic. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, and then the other sets they came out with like it's like from one episode or like one, there's so I don't
Yeah.
think people really wanted them as much versus like the Mystery Machine. Obviously, I think that sold pretty well, but I just don't think that there was enough like iconic things in Scooby Doo to like make more sets out of.
Yeah, and then the problem with that thing specifically was that some of like the later sets were just play sets, and that they didn't even look good on the shelf. So I don't think even like people outside of Lego would want to pick those
Yeah.
up, except for how you said the Mystery Machine, which is a good display piece and like such an iconic vehicle.
Yeah, no, I definitely wish I had the Mystery Machine, and I would like to eventually maybe get the some of the figures. That would be nice,
Hmm.
but overall, yeah, it's not my favorite theme. I would say.
Yeah, and then one thing that I actually have like a lot of nostalgia for is the hidden, not the hidden side. I mean the Monster Fighter thing. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, okay, so I actually got like a little set from this scene. Like it wasn't a big one; it
Hmm.
was like a small little car. And it was not my favorite. Granted, I got like this small little like it was like a lame little like rock star type dude with like an underwater scuba guy. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't my favorite, and I just never had an interest in like the bigger sets at all.
Yeah, I actually like during this was when like I think it was like the height of me being a little kid loving Lego, and I remember what's it called? Do you remember like the Lego Club magazines that you'd get like every 2 months in the mail?
Oh yeah, 100%. Those were my favorite, dude. I would
Mm-hmm.
go like I loved when those arrived. I read them like straight away.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I remember when I first like subscribed to that. It was when Monster Fighters was like at its peak. So I just remember reading that first thing, and I have like so much nostalgia for it. And then that year during Black Friday, I got one of the sets, and that was like the only one I got. But I regret not getting any of the other ones.
Yeah, that's so cool. I think personally,
Hmm.
I don't know if you can look it up or anything, but the haunted house and the like vampire castle, but especially the haunted house, that's actually
Those
that's
go
actually a
for an
really cool set.
yeah, but since it's so good, they go for extreme amounts of money on the aftermarket. Like,
Oh
let me
yeah.
look it up here. I think it's the house that goes for like a lot of money because it's so sought after.
I'm sure
Um,
it does. But it's a cool I think it's a really cool set. Like if I had gotten it when it was like it has like Frankenstein and some different vampires and stuff, it would have been a really good set to like put on display during Halloween time. Like definitely.
hmm. Yeah, like
Yeah,
right
that's
now, just the house alone is going for $315 on eBay.
oh
And
that's
then like
crazy.
around yeah, and then around like $500 sealed.
That's insane.
So,
That's like
mhm,
Lego aftermarket is so expensive.
yeah.
Like yeah. Yeah, but I the Monster Fighter sets, and correct me if I'm wrong, but again, I don't think this was a huge theme, right? Like maybe 7 or 8 sets in total, if
Yeah,
I'm
I think it was
correct.
only 2 waves that
Okay, yeah.
they did for that. Hmm.
And
And
so then,
then,
yeah, what were you saying?
oh no, you can go first.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, no, and then the other thing was that I remember it ending, and then it had like kind of, I don't know if you remember the other thing. What was it called? It was like a space theme that came like right after that because it was like the same storyline, And that
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that was like connected to it, and I remember like seeing that, and then right after that, Monster Fighters was canceled immediately. So I think that might have killed it also.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think overall it's not my favorite theme, but I think the haunted house is super cool, and I think some of the figures are super cool figures. Like I'll see them on
Yeah, yeah,
Instagram or like YouTuber stuff, and I think there's some pretty cool figures in the series.
yeah. Like I remember they had like a glow in the dark ghost minifigure. That one was pretty cool. And
Yeah, and I
then
remember a Frankenstein that was pretty dope.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and so
then
what?
oh, you can go first.
Oh no, I was gonna say that I also really liked the I think there's the mummy figure in that series that was pretty
Oh
cool as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Like how it pulled up here. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Also, didn't they have another like mummy in a CMF also?
I think you're right. Yeah, let me look that up. I believe there was. Yeah, it looks like there in series 3 they had another mummy. And
Hmm.
also series 19 as well.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Could you try again?
Oh shoot, my Siri went off. That was weird.
All right. Now moving on to another theme that was recently canceled, Hidden Side, which is also kind of like the spooky type theme.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the news that was canceled just came out like a month ago or something, and I'm kind of debating if I should because there's still some sets on shelves, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to debate if I should get any. What did you do? You have any?
Yeah, I picked up one. It's like this like seaside shop. Forget the name of it right now. I'll look it up. But yeah, that was the only one I picked up because it was on sale. And honestly, most of like I got that set and it was all right. I really liked the build and the experience of building it. But after that, it's not such a great display piece, and I hate how they tossed out like a lot of features just so you could use the app.
Yeah, I definitely like one of the biggest appeals of the hidden side is the app, which is just not something I'm interested at all.
Mm.
But I gotta say, the main character throughout all the series, I can't remember his name. I think it's like Jack or something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He has the coolest like headpieces. Like he has like a backwards baseball cap with hair,
With
and he
hair,
has like
yeah.
yeah, and he has like this hoodie that's like a hat with a hoodie, and he like sometimes will have like a phone. I remember and like just cool outfits. Like I think he's a super cool character. I'd love to pick up a couple of him.
Yeah, the only bad thing is that figure in specific, there's like so many versions of him. I think there's like different face prints, so I think Lego
Yeah.
went kind of all in with all this theme.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, if you have the same character reoccurring over and over, and I think there's a male and female, but I just remember the male being super cool. Oh yeah, I'm looking up. There's a male and female, but I remember the guy being super cool. But when you have them over, like over and over and over, you kind of have to change up how they look so people don't keep getting the same repeated figures. You know?
I think in the last wave there was like a what's it called? Like a ghost version of him or something. I can't remember. But there was like a exclusive to like one of like the cheaper sets.
Oh, that's so cool. That's super, super cool. Yeah, I might try to pick up like one of the cheaper sets. Like I think there's a couple $20 sets that like have him or something. Just so I
Yeah,
can
and
get.
right now would be fine because I've been seeing a lot on Instagram of people just going to Walmart and like getting a ton of them because they're like 50% off or 75% off because they were so overstocked.
Yeah, Lego definitely really overstocked these these ones, and I don't know, like in 5 years, I'm not sure if this theme is really gonna be crazy expensive on the aftermarket. Like, what are your thoughts for people who are thinking about like investing and buying a bunch of Hidden Side Lego sets now?
So don't quote me on this, obviously, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. Like a lot of these sets are like cheap. Some of them are like cheap play sets. I think the only ones would be like maybe the high school and the bus from the first set, and then the train. And I think that'd
Yeah,
be like the only one because the train in some places is already going up. I think on Amazon one time I saw it was like $80 instead of 60. So
well, I
yeah,
think the high school is super cool how it transforms from like a regular high school to like a spooky high school. Like, I think that's
yeah,
super cool how it does that.
yeah.
Yeah, but
And
I agree
then
with you. Other than that, I don't know if they'll really go up too much.
yeah, and then there's a ton of people that I see just buying the sets for parts on Bricklink. So I think
Yeah,
that'll even decrease the value even more. I think maybe there'll be a couple of sets or a couple of minifigures that were like exclusives that might go up in price, but besides that, I don't really see it going anywhere.
yeah, and I mean a lot of the thing about these like hidden side sets is a lot of it is like the AR experience, but like in 5-10 years,
Hmm.
AR is going to be so much different, and then having like a phone app like this is just not gonna. That's gonna be retro tech, right? That's gonna be so lame. So that
Yeah,
appeal will kind of be gone.
yeah, and I don't even think not even like 20 or 10 years. I think in like 3 years time, no one's gonna be buying these sets or installing the app and just wanting these sets at all. Because I mean, when I got my set, I installed the app just to see what it was like, and honestly, it's just boring. It's just another dumb phone game.
Yeah, yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that. And then the last like Lego like Halloween type theme would be the Lego Studios theme, which is that theme is quite old, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 2000, 2002 maybe 2001. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean definitely like not super old, but you can tell from like the boxes and stuff. And well, it's not like super like Halloweeny. Some of the sets are definitely like there's a Frankenstein set from
Hmm.
the studio's theme, and there's like some vampire ones and some other stuff.
Yeah.
But the whole idea with this theme was like it's like a movie. Like it's not just the set. It's like the set and like the camera crew filming the set, which is so cool.
Yeah. 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 A lot of these sets, I feel like maybe they're trying to capture like iconic movie scenes without getting the license. For
Yeah,
example, like
that
I'm looking at the vampire one right now. Maybe that's like a Dracula thing or something.
yeah, and I think there's like a sort of like knockoff Indiana Jones or something,
Yeah.
and some other ones
Hmm.
like that. Yeah, so it's like kind of recreating iconic like movie scenes, but or movies, but just in a simple way
Yeah.
type thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a super interesting thing. Do you think that like were you like if you had been more older and more into Lego collecting during like the time that these came out like 2002 or 2001 whenever that was, do you think you would have grabbed some of them or
I think maybe some of them just because it would be stuff that, like, for example, there's like I think two Jurassic Park slash Jurassic. Yeah, there's two Jurassic Park 3 ones, and I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, so I'd probably grab those. And then there's like the Spider-Man one that I think is like really expensive now or something. So yeah, I probably would have grabbed some of those.
Yeah, I definitely think there's like two different Spider-Man ones, and I think those are so cool. But yeah, I'm looking online. It looks like I'm looking at like one that's like simple set, probably worth like $20. But because it's so old, it's going for over 100. So
Oh wow.
definitely, yeah, definitely more expensive. But yeah, I think I would have picked up like the Spider-Man sets probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if I really would have picked up too many others. But I think it's a really cool idea. I think the like Steven Spielberg set. Have you ever seen that
Mm-hmm.
one?
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that one is super cool with like the whole like movie theme setup. I don't know. I think that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So then, what are your thoughts on the current like Halloween sets that are available on the market? Like, do you think people should buy them? Like
I don't
the
know. I personally don't like many of these because most of these seasonal sets are like fine. You could just buy like one of the cheaper like $10 ones, put it on the shelf during like the season, and then right after that you either take it off and put it in storage, or you destroy it for parts. And the only one that really catches my eye is the Halloween Hayride, because I think that has like 2 exclusive prints for now, and then what's it called? And it's just a nice looking little set.
Yeah, I think the Halloween Hayride is. I think it's a pretty cool set. That's this year's like main Halloween promotional set, and yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's super cool. I really like the young girls print, like the skeleton print that she
Yeah.
has. I think that's super cool. How it's like a jacket. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I agree with you. Like most of these sets are the seasonal sets that they come out with are like $10 or something, and it's just
Yeah.
they're not great sets, but they are like if you want something to just like simply decorate your house with, it's not a bad thing. And the other set that's on the shelf, like promotional set right now, for Halloween is the pumpkin and bat duo, which I've been seeing a lot on Instagram. What are your thoughts on
Yeah.
those two?
I honestly don't like them at all. Cause what are they? I think they're like $10 each, and they're just like a little brick build. So I personally don't like those, but I can see that people find the appeal.
Yeah, I can see the appeal. I mean, honestly, I would just say build them. Like if you really
Mm.
want it, because all you're really getting from these sets, besides like 130 pieces, is the stickers, and
Yeah.
that's it. And you could do it without the stickers. I mean, you just have a pumpkin and a bat. They don't need the stickers really. So
Yeah.
I don't
And
think.
then on the other side of the spectrum, we have the haunted house, which is like the big like amusement park type set. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, the haunted house. I think the haunted house is one of the like coolest sets out on the market right now. Like personally, I don't
Mm.
have it, but dang, I think it is so cool. What do you think you'll ever get it, or what are your thoughts?
I don't think so, because since I mainly just go for like Lego Star Wars and all that stuff, it wouldn't really fit in with all my stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe if I had like if I had the money to get it, maybe I would go for it.
yeah. No, I feel you. I definitely prefer the like Lego Star Wars sets, but I think like I probably won't ever get it, but more from just like a collector's standpoint, I think it's just an awesome set. Like it's huge and I like how it's marketed more towards adults. I like that Lego has
Yeah. Mm.
sets like that. And I think it has a lot of like fun little type Easter egg things. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos or posts on that where there's a lot of Easter eggs
Mm.
that like older fans of Lego would recognize from their childhood. So I think it's super
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I think that's these sets are like a good way to appeal to the adult market now that that's becoming like a more quote unquote mainstream thing.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really cool set. I personally probably won't ever buy it. But I still think it's a super, super cool set.
Yeah,
And
definitely, and I could definitely see this set going up in price over the years since it's such a
oh,
big and
100%.
detailed set.
Oh yeah, I think it'll once it's off the market and stuff. I think it'll go pretty high. And one thing I want to highlight in the set, which I think is super cool that Lego has been doing a little bit more often, is
Hmm.
they have a guy in a wheelchair, which I
Oh
think is
yeah.
super cool. And I think Lego has been doing a better job of like showcasing different types of people, and so I think it's super cool
Yeah,
that they have
inclusion.
like, yeah, I think that's so cool.
Hmm. Yeah, because I mean, Lego's for everyone, so I could see definitely why they're trying to appeal to everyone, not just make it's only for one type of person or another.
Yeah, and it'd be so cool for like the kids who are, or even adults who are in a wheelchair, and being able to like play with a Lego set that has like they can make themselves. You know how we all make six figs of
Yeah,
ourselves.
definitely.
So
Definitely.
that's super cool that they can be in that. And then the last like current kind of Halloween set you can buy is the Frankenstein Brickhead. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I definitely do not like the set. Ever since I saw it get announced, I thought it was a waste of a spot because I feel like they could have come out with like something better specifically for Halloween, and just wasting it on another Brickheads just kind of seems like kind of useless to me. And I think the only way I'd get it was if it was like $1.
Yeah, I mean the overall the Brickhead theme just isn't my favorite, so I can't lie and say that like Frankenstein is. I think he's a cool Brickhead, but I'm
Hmm.
just not a fan of the Brickheads in general. So I don't know. Do you have any Brickheads?
Yeah, I have a couple of them, Marvel and DC ones, and then hold up, yeah, those are the only ones I have right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never gotten any because they aren't my favorite, but I can see why people enjoy them.
Yeah, and like I said before, the only reason I picked those up was I kind of wanted something to build, and then when I went to the Lego store, they were on clearance, so I was like, why not? I'll pick up a couple of them.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect time to like when you just want like a small set. I think that's what Brickheads are really good for. How long do you think Brickheads are gonna stay on the market?
Honestly, when they first came out, I thought they were gonna be kind of like not a fad, but just like a small thing that was gonna be there for like 1 or 2 years. They do some good characters and like some mediocre ones. But now they've gone on for a while, and I think I'm not gonna say that they're here to stay, but I think that we'll see more of them in the future for sure.
Yeah, I definitely remember seeing them when they first came out and thinking that they were just gonna be like the Mixels. Do you remember the Mixels?
Yeah, I have a couple of those
Yes,
sets.
and those were not those were
Not the
so
best.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think they've done a really good job, and the fact that they've done like Star Wars and Marvel and stuff. Like I haven't gotten any. I definitely have considered getting some. Like they aren't my favorite, but I think they're cool. And that actually is a lie because now that I think about it, I won a giveaway from Nick Bricks 05. I believe that
Oh
is who it
yeah.
was, and so I got like a B Brickhead, and yeah, it was a cool set. It was a fun giveaway prize. I appreciated that.
Mm. Yeah,
So
and another thing adding on to this conversation is the only thing I think why it's been going on for so long is because they've done a ton of like iconic and recognizable characters, and since they're only $10, I feel like they're the perfect like gift set if you want to give it to someone. Like as a quick thing, you could just be like, if you know they're a Star Wars fan, there's like easily like a ton of options on the market that you could get.
yeah, exactly, and I think that's part of the reason why they do all the like Valentine's and Easter and Christmas, and they do a lot of seasonal Brickheads. Um,
Yeah.
which I think is cool. And actually, as I'm looking, I forgot there's also the Halloween Witch Brickheadz, which was last year's.
I have that one and I completely forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I think it came out with a bunch of different ones. Like it's all the like seasonal ones. Like there's a Mr. Claus and Mrs. Claus and a turkey and a bunny and a bee for Valentine's Day. But I think it's a pretty cool set.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
it has.
I have it, and it's not a bad seasonal set at all.
Yeah, no, I like how that wave of seasonal sets is pretty cool because they definitely marked it as a seasonal set. Like they have a special thing that's like a sticker, and it's not just the brickhead. Like it has stuff around the brickhead too, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's another. And actually, as I'm looking, because apparently I wasn't very good at planning this, there's another Halloween Lego brickhead, which is the Halloween. The ghost, and that came out with another round of seasonal ones, which was that it was a puppy for Valentine's Day, a chick for Easter, a reindeer, the ghost, and then 2 elves. So that was another like seasonal one. And I'm gonna be honest, the ghost is not my favorite build. What are your thoughts on it?
I only remember the ghost so much is because it was like a meme on Just Too Good, and that was like the only reason I think like people actually cared about it. But besides that, I think it's an okay looking set. It's nothing special.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think like a lot of the things with the brickheads, and this doesn't apply to all brickheads, but it definitely applies to the ghost, is that I feel like a lot of these sets you can just like you could just build it, and I feel like it'd just be a fun build to build on your own, or like a kid just making a mock or something. But I mean, it is only $10, so you might as well just buy it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but the other thing though that I would say that makes me like kind of hope that they stop doing brickheads is that most people like do it because they want like recognizable characters. For example, the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda one. I would have rather had them do like a small $10 set and just thrown in those minifigures, and that would have probably sold way better than this did.
Yeah, I agree. The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda was like one of the brickheads that I've actually like seriously considered buying. But I agree. I definitely, without a doubt, if there was a set that was like the Mandalorian and the brickhead and like a small build or something for like $15, $20 or something instead, that would have sold way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what were you saying?
Oh no, I think that's it.
Yeah, we're running
all the Halloween sets.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for all the Halloween sets, and we can go ahead and wrap up this podcast. We're getting to close to 40 minutes now, which I think is a pretty good length. But if you guys have any questions or comments, you can, or any questions or suggestions, leave them down in the comments below if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, then you can also leave a voice note over on Anchor. I'll link it in my Instagram bio and my YouTube description as well. And you can leave voice notes over on there. So if you have like a question or something you want us to talk about in the next episode or something, that is a super fun way that we can interact with you guys. And then I want to bring on a lot of guests. So
definitely.
Yeah, like tons of guests. I think that is going to be super fun. So if you have a suggestion for a guest, be sure to leave it in the comments. And then we'll do a poll over on my Instagram at the Lego Brick 122. And see what guests you guys want the most, and we'll try to get them on first. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You want to plug your Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram is arc101bricks. I'm getting close to 500 followers now, so if you guys could help me out, that'd be great. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking Arc Bricks out. He has some really, really cool mocks. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. This was super, super awesome. Thanks so much. I will definitely have you on as co-host again, because this was a ton of fun. I feel like we had it's pretty natural talking to you, so I think that's good. And
definitely
we'll obviously get better over time. Like, as the more podcasts we do, the better we'll get, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we're aware that we're not the best at this, so don't come at us saying like that this is a horrible podcast. It's our first podcast. Give us some slack here. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Make sure that you subscribe to me, the Lego Brick, on YouTube. Follow me over on Instagram at the Lego Brick 122, and also subscribe to this podcast so that you never miss an episode. Anything else you want to add?
See ya. That's it.
All right. Thanks so much.